Welcome back to another episode of the Know Your Power podcast. I am your host, Kendall Aaliyah.
And I'm juliarene.
And we are telling gym horror stories today.
Yeah.
We did the embarrassing gym stories pretty recently, and you guys seem to like them. We had a lot of fun filming them. That was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, that was funny.
So we're doing a similar approach today.
Yeah,
except
it's basically the same.
Yeah, instead of embarrassing, they're just more so like traumatizing.
Traumatizing, embarrassing, creepy, disgusting, all of the things.
All the things you experience as a woman in the gym.
Yes, or there's one in here that's going to blow your mind.
Oh no.
I read it and I was like, oh, geez.
I'm excited.
I tried not to read them, but when I'm creating the outline, it's like hard not to.
We're already going to have to do a part 3 essentially to this because we already got even more in. And we have our own personal stories. Yeah. I could talk on this all day. I feel like I'm a walking embarrassment sign. I also get embarrassed really easily.
It's true.
So
very true.
I have a lot of my own
She's
stories.
a walking train wreck, you know?
But we're going to... Literally. I just attract trauma.
Yeah.
We're going to start with your guys' stories. And then I think we have maybe one story each to end it on, just dealing with dating gym bros.
Yeah, they're the
Which
best.
you should never do.
I dated way too many when I started getting into fitness. And man, if you meet the wrong ones, they're terrible.
Let me tell you, I definitely have gym guy friends and they're very nice, but also I'm not dating them. So who knows?
It's true.
I love dating my non-gym boyfriend.
Yes.
He is so non-problematic, steroid raging,
no roid rage.
I have quite the stories from my past though, for
also,
sure.
Speaking of roid rage, if you guys haven't seen on Netflix, there's a sounds weird. This is a sentence that sounds weird. There's it's not a documentary. It's like a 5-6 episode series on the American Gladiator and how it was started. It's called Muscles and Mayhem.
I haven't seen this.
It's so good. I loved it.
Is it about roid rage?
Yeah, one of the episodes at least. So it just talks about how it came about. If you guys, I was too young to really watch it, I'm gonna be honest. Zach's like, oh, I remember that show. And I'm like, of course you do, Grandpa. And so if you liked the Arnold doc, you'll like this one too. It's very similar in the way of bodybuilding, athletics. Watch it, it's great. But yeah, we're gonna get into y'all's stories. So I'm gonna read first.
Yes.
Today we have Marcy. Marcy says, hey girls, I have 2 funny gym stories for you. I was using the glute drive machine. I had to do 2 sets of 8 and then 2 sets of 15. I had 420 pounds on. Oh, damn, girl.
Yeah,
and did 9 reps. Then on my second set, I did 8, but wanted 9. When I was raising up to lock it back in place, I couldn't get it up.
I've done this.
Yes.
I've done this with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't get it up high over the guard because I was spent. Side note. I was 5 feet tall, so in order to rack the weight, I had to lift up so high, I started to panic. Thankfully, there was a guy using machine right beside me, and I had to call out to him to help me. He was panicking too. He didn't know how to help me. He tried to lift it with me, but I told him to just take the plate off. So she's just holding it.
Yeah. Also, what a good set.
Yeah. Also, that was to failure.
Yeah.
That was to failure. I was so embarrassed. Oh my God, I didn't know what to do. I would have done, wait. Oh my God, I don't know what I would have done if nobody had been close by. My other embarrassing gym story is I was doing cable kickbacks and a young guy came to use the other cable machine directly behind me. I accidentally kicked him right between the butt cheeks. It wasn't a hard kick, but he was a little shocked.
Between the butt cheeks is so good.
That's a really good way to say that.
Because I think I've definitely kicked someone in the shin, but not in their butthole.
Directly in their booty hole. She says, in my defense, I was their first, LOL. Not my fault. I have such long legs. Did I mention I'm 5 feet tall? Haha. He walked away, not finishing his set. I love that. I definitely kicked somebody in the shoulder the other day while doing kickbacks.
Were they bending down? I must have been.
I don't.
You can't reach most people's shoulders.
You're right. Also, though, how could I have seen because I was kicking them? I kicked them somewhere. But he was walking past me while I was doing it, and I just went bop, and I just giggled, and he left. So it wasn't no butt cheeks.
I've done that first one to a T. I was training with Julia, and this was years ago now. But I remember it because it was traumatizing. Yeah. And I was like, I can do Julia's weight. So I try. And I got a handful of reps in, definitely not a lot. And I tried to lift up to rack it. I couldn't do it. I think you came to help, and then another guy nearby, and they both had to take like both sides.
Because you have to lift both sides up, like in order for it to be even. Especially like I'm pretty sure it was the Big Tex one. It's rinky dink and it like wobbles.
It's like I've done that. I've also done it where I thought I rack it, and since it is old, only one side has racked, and it's impossible to then like lift off. So I have to like climb out. I have to like deadlift it, a whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm sure that one's common.
Or scurry.
But kicking in between his butt cheeks really got me.
Great.
That's so good.
Okay, next one.
Moving on. This is from Mia. I was training with my boyfriend, and a guy was also in the same room doing deadlifts right in front of us. I started doing my planks.
Oh, this one's bad. Go.
I'm scared. I started doing my planks and abs, and out of nowhere, my boyfriend's face is pale and in shock. Oh, no. He tells me, get up, let's go. And I ask him what's wrong. He just says, let's go, and I'll tell you in the other room. Turns out the guy in front of us had a boner. I've definitely seen guys like get like
dead
hard-ons like bicep curling, and I'm like, are you like, your blood flow is not supposed to go in there.
A narcissist to a
Honestly,
T, just loves himself.
Just like, oh yeah, let's deadlift. We were both in shock and decided not to confront the guy because I don't know, we're just lovers, not fighters. That's such a funny reason not to confront someone about a boner.
I know.
Oh God, but it was so disgusting, and this has happened to me twice. Oh no, bad luck, girl. I always try to work out in corners or be self-aware, but some people are just, agreed. Anyway, I hope you all have a good laugh. And what would you guys do in that situation? P.S. Love you, girls. Love you too.
I'd like to do the dead stare, where
really?
I literally just turn and I will stare at them until they're the ones who are uncomfortable and look away. It works every time.
I like to laugh with other people. So I would, even if I'm alone in the gym, or like what?
I'm like, what? I'm like, where's she going?
If something is embarrassing, I need to laugh at it.
Okay.
Is what I meant. Okay. You seemed really confused.
I thought you said, I like to laugh at other people. And I was like, huh?
No, I need to laugh with other people at a situation. So if I do something embarrassing, or if I witness something embarrassing, like I just need to laugh it off. So I feel like I've been in this situation, but in this theoretical, if I was alone, say I wasn't with my boyfriend, and I would make sure someone else in the gym had to see what I was seeing.
That's true.
So I would either tell them or just make eye contact until they noticed, and then like just have some sort of common ground. I would never say anything to the guy, though.
I probably wouldn't. Unless it was like the stare that's like way too long, then I say something. Mm-hmm. But if I would,
if they're staring at me, I'm going home. But if they're just going about their thing and happen to have a boner in the gym, I will probably give you like a stank face, probably unintentionally, and then I will remove myself from the situation.
I will remove myself from the gym forever. Goodbye.
I am also a lover,
Kendall
not a fighter.
I'm a fighter. Just gonna be honest.
This next one's anonymous, which scares me. Does that mean it's really bad?
Oh, I don't know. Some people just want to be anonymous.
That's
and some
fair.
Don't.
Hello, anonymous. You know who you are. Hi. Oh my God. I have a cough drop in my mouth and it keeps getting like stuck in my gums.
Yeah, you keep making noises like
sorry.
this. All up in the.
I'm so sorry. My like biggest like ick is like hearing mouth sounds, so I'm really sorry. But if not, I'd be coughing nonstop.
When you edit the first one, you're gonna hear a ton of your mouth sounds.
Really? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me?
Because.
Well, fuck. Okay. I'll try to keep my mouth more away. I promise it's a mouth drop. I'm not just like over here salivating.
She's not just slurping.
Hi, ladies. This one is a real life horror story and is yet another added to the list of things we have to be wary of as women. I'm already scared because I'm already always paranoid.
Oh, this one is scary.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you why later.
Locked all my stuff away in a locker, including my car keys, and started to warm up on the treadmill. A 40 to 50-year-old man walked up to my treadmill and asked me to take my headphones off. He proceeded to tell me that my car alarm was going off. Oh, no.
First of all, don't ask me to take my headphones off. I don't know why, but when people ask me and they go like, take them off, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I will take them off if I want to.
Especially if a man is trying to talk to me, I will appointedly not take my headphones
off. And then
out.
I'll point at them and be like, sorry, can't hear you. Bye. I'm walking away.
Yeah, no, I'm not that friendly. Anyway, so he tells her that the car alarm was going off and that I should go out to the parking lot to turn it off.
Hold on. Sorry, we're pausing. How does this guy know?
No, yeah.
It's her car alarm.
I already am getting like that creepy
red
feeling.
flag.
Yeah.
Continue.
Wait, yeah. How would he
know?
Because first off, if he did know, yeah, you're a stalker. Or if he's making it up, he's luring you into a trap.
It's either
I'm nervous now. Okay. I knew my keys were in my bag in the locker, so I told him there was no effing way that my alarm was going off. He continued to being adamant about it to the point that I told him one more time I would not be doing that and put my headphones back on, as you should.
Girl. I'm not going to lie. My dumb ass would have been like, my car alarm's going off. Okay, let me go outside.
No, I'm so like naive with some stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm also very like gullible, especially if someone is older than me. I'm like, oh, well, like, why would... Yeah. Like if someone was that much older than me, I'd be like, oh, why would they be lying? Like this is a grown man. Yeah.
I would have probably been like, oh crap, it must be me. And then I would have been like, wait, how do you know?
See, no, I would like fully walk to my car and then be put in my own trunk by this man. I had to ask... Oh, hold on.
Sorry, this isn't funny, but that I just imagine you putting your...
See, we laugh through trauma. It helps.
It's true.
You're laughing at me being put in my trunk?
No, because what I imagined was you going out there, him following you seeing him following you, and then you putting yourself in your trunk and being like, okay, I deserve that.
Just like putting out my wrist, being like, put on the restraints.
Straight to jail. Right to jail.
I deserve it. I am selectively paranoid. I definitely trust like the wrong people sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
Kendall, like someone will look at her the wrong way and she's like, they're trying to murder me. They have a plan to take me across the state. Yeah. And then someone will like tell her to come outside because they have to tell her a secret and she'll follow.
I'll be like, oh, what is it? It fully depends. It depends on the day.
I'm worried about you.
I am more trusting in the gym because it feels like an atmosphere I'm like super comfortable in. But like at grocery stores, if you look at me, like I will assume you're trying to kill me and I will assume that you're a murderer. I definitely have a lot of HEB horror stories I could get into, which is our grocery store here. Anyway, let me finish hers out. He continued to being, I went over that part. She put her headphones back in. I finished my workout somehow while he was staring at me the entire time. Big creepo. Ugh. I had to ask 2 Gold's employees to walk me to my car because I've had a horrible feeling in my gut. Thank God nothing happened, but it was extremely scary and I haven't been back to that Gold since. It was the older one on William Cannon in South Austin. And stay in my private gym where I feel safe. Love the pod. I get it. I've done this not at a gym, but like I said, at grocery stores, I've literally had to tell the security to like walk me to my car because I felt unsafe. Always do that. And I love that. Like, this is a really great lesson. Like, she was not about it. She was not about it. She's like, no, I'm not going out there with you. Love it. So proud of her for doing that. And also super proud of her for like having the courage to just ask people. And the front desk people or the workers, literally 99.9% of the time, they'll be like, I got you, fam. Like, people want to look out for other people and just ask. Like, please just ask because we don't want anything bad to happen to you. Yes. I know we crack jokes, but it really can be scary out there. For serious. Yeah. Okay, this one's from Jessica. Jessica says, hey, ladies. First of all, love you guys. I feel like we're besties just from listening to you ladies as much as possible. I know. I love it. Okay, so this story is from a few years ago when I was just gaining confidence squatting and loading and unloading the plates myself. I usually work out with my boyfriend, but this particular day he was not with me and it was squat day. So I walked in. I walked my butt into the room where all the squat wax were. And of course, there were a bunch of gym bros in there, but I was like, all right, cool. We're good. I'm going to do what I'm doing. So I warm up with 95, 115. So also using the 25s and 10s for plates, no problem. Then I move up to 135. I go to hike up the 45-pound bumper plate and boom, I hiked that baby with my knee right into the top lip/teeth. I most definitely flinched and looked absolutely ridiculous, but had to play it cool. It's cool. Like I didn't just rock myself with the 45-pound bumper plate to the mouth. I didn't even look around to even risk making eye contact with anyone else who just witnessed that. LOL. So, what do I do in this situation like this? I got under the bar and repped out 135 while watching my lip go from little and tiny to look like I got a botched lip injection to the one side of my top lip. I finished my set, very carefully removed the bumper plates, and sprinted to the bathroom to assess the damage. Luckily, no teeth were chipped, and all I was left with was a bruised and bleeding top lip. Girl, you must have hit yourself hard if you're bleeding.
Needless to say, I no longer use my knee to get a 45
I used to do that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't think I've ever uppercut myself.
Yeah, I've never punched myself in the face with it.
But I definitely like used to do that, and I stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this will help you stop. So I no longer use my knee to get the 45-pound plate up to load onto the squat rack. LOL, could have been so much worse. Thanks, girlies. I keep doing big things. Love you so much, Jess.
Jess is a good storyteller. I felt like I was there.
I was there.
But I've also, every time I do something embarrassing in the gym, do I finish out my set? Yes.
Oh,
because I like try to just like push it off or like
I play it off like nothing happened.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not concussed right now. I can finish these squats. Yeah. Proud of you for finishing it out.
Botched lip job.
Botched lip job. Just watching yourself in the mirror as your face is swelling.
You're like, at least I'm squatting it, but my lips look fire.
I've definitely done like not nearly as extreme. Yeah, right. Like, free lip job.
Free lip job.
I've never like hit myself in the face as long as I can remember. I might have blocked it out from trauma. But I've definitely like pinched a finger, dropped it on my toe in front of strangers or like especially men in a room. And I'll just play it off like I'm fine. And then I'll like get into the locker room and like cry because I'm in so much pain.
My thingy.
Yeah. I feel like I have headphones in and I always blast my music so loud, and I really hope that like the other people in the gym are doing the same thing, because I swear under my breath all the time in the gym. Like if something is hard or hurts really bad or I put it down weird, I'm like, well, fuck. Like just like little things. And I really hope no one's around me or else I sound like a lunatic.
I literally talk to myself the entire workout.
Same.
But I can't hear myself because of my headphones. And I have so many people that look at me like I'm talking to them. And then I'm like, what?
You're just standing there and you're like, well, that sucked.
Yeah,
and they're like,
I'm
what?
like, that sucked. I'm like, ow, ow. And I'll literally walk around and go, ow,
I've
ow,
seen you do
ow.
that.
And people are just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're here as well. I forgot.
I'm not the only one in the gym.
I thought I was the only one here.
But yeah, I definitely take the like pretend nothing happened approach. I'm glad you finished out your set at least and learned from the experience.
Great story.
This next one is from, is it?
Yvette.
Yvette?
Yeah.
Yvette?
Yvette.
I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry. So I love me some dupes from Amazon. They make my booty look fabulous. We do too. We're doing an episode about like Amazon finds soon, by the way. I've ordered tons of shorts from there. Well, hold on. Okay. I didn't know she gave a specific brand, but she didn't. She didn't want to expose anyone. I've ordered a ton of shorts from there. While I was in the gym hitting hamstrings, doing the RDLs, really bending it back, and I was just feeling myself, right? This is just like my story.
Yes, sure. This is Kendall.
When you're feeling yourself in the gym, you put a little pizzazz on everything. I go to the restroom and check out my booty. Little did I know that there was a hole right in the crack. No, because they were scrunch shorts. I swear I couldn't come out of the bathroom after that. But then I decided the girl behind me was lucky for the view I gave her.
And
what
she puts the emoji with the little like
the flip the hair. Luckily, I did have a pair of sweats in my gym bag and I threw them on to finish my workout. Good for you. I would have went home but never gone back.
Yeah.
Canceled my gym membership.
Straight to jail.
I'm so, like, I don't know. Her confidence is radiating, and I love it. And I love you for it.
I love that so much. Okay, this is our last one, guys. This is from Anonymous, and she says, okay, this is an embarrassing story for me. 2 summers ago, I was going to the gym before work. Did my normal morning routine of dry scooping my pre before walking out the door for the gym. Gross, I know. I was a baby gym rat. Same.
I love dry scooping.
I don't do it anymore,
I don't
but I used
take pre now,
to.
But when I do, I have to like take it like a shot or it grosses me out.
Interesting.
Yep.
I walked into the gym, went to the locker room, and noticed my stomach was
Oh no.
And noticed my stomach was hurting a bit. Tried to use the restroom, but nothing came of it. But I chopped it up to cramps and didn't want to ruin the leg day I was about to crush. I warmed up and got my squat rack ready to set up, start a few warm-up reps. My stomach was still bothering me a little. But I brushed it off again. But when I went for my first squat, I felt it. ... I reached the bottom of the squat and shit myself. I quickly re-racked the bar and went to the bathroom. The worst part was taking off my shorts. And not only did I not have underwear on, but some let me get through it.
I can't breathe.
Kendall, you sound like a dog right now. This is what Kendall sounds like. The worst part was taking off my shorts, and not only did I not have underwear on, but some fell on the floor too. I was mortified. I cleaned myself the best I could and had to drive back to my apartment sitting on one leg so I didn't get any shit on the seat of my car. Needless to say, I didn't.
Wait, did you have to put the pants back on then?
Because she probably didn't have anything else. Needless to say, I didn't crush my leg day. It turned out pretty shitty, to be honest. Cue Julia laughing.
I love this girl.
Luckily, I was the only person in the gym that morning and no one saw me. Love you both so much. You are such an inspiration and inspire me daily.
We love you too.
We love you so much.
Thank you for sharing that one because that was probably like the best one.
That was the
so
best
glad
way
we saved that
to
for last.
end this episode.
Well, no, we still have ours.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Or I'll just share like one or two.
Yes.
If you want to feel better about yourself, I too have gone in my own pants within the last year. These are my favorite stories to tell Julia.
Soiled myself.
Mine, I'm not going to go into detail because this could easily be clipped, and it is my own stories. And this, who was it? Oh, they were anonymous. See? So they're not getting exposed. So I'm not going to fully expose myself, but I was leaving a personal training client, and it was my last one for the day, and I got in my car, and it just happened. And
she says, it just happened.
It was probably not the best place to pull off, but the only thing like off the road I was on was a church, and they had like a dumpster.
You did it in
I was in my car.
You did it where Jesus is?
Yeah. So I had to change in my car. I throw it out in their dumpster. I really hope no one found it the next day.
Jesus? Really,
anyway.
Kendall? Jesus?
So I've been there. So shit stories really resonate with me.
I love shit stories.
I don't know which one to tell, but I dated a fellow bodybuilder for several years, like years ago now. Thank God, years ago now. Thank the Lord every day that I did not stay with this man, because I have a lot of stories about his roid rage and issues. I have so many I could tell. But when we were talking about like gym bro horror stories and like dating gym bros, it was like the first story to come to mind because it was so embarrassing for me, but also mostly for him. Honestly, but he didn't find it embarrassing.
It gives me the ick.
The biggest.
It's super ick.
The biggest ick.
Very icky.
So he's at a bodybuilding show competing, and he comes in second place, which honestly,
great job.
Second place is pretty good.
Killing it.
Like, at the end of this terrible prep where I had to endure his awful personality the whole time, finally, he placed in second. Should be happy, right? Finally, I'll get a break. Finally, he'll step off and have a good night. We can go get dinner and celebrate.
I'm guessing it's a no. This
man walks off the stage, and we're walking through the hallway with, like, all the other competitors and their parents and their families walking behind us. And this man throws a hissy fit and takes his trophy and throws it in the garbage and like storms off and was like swearing, like, fuck this, like just being like a toddler man.
Ick.
Biggest ick. So first off, like I had to go to the garbage can, reach in it, take it out.
Excuse me, let me just...
I had to turn to the people around us and apologize. And the looks I was getting, and now like being an adult woman, like I was probably like 17, 18 at the time, like naive in a relationship.
It was the poor girl look.
All the older women in the room were giving me the like, you need to leave him, sweetie, eyes. And I was like...
How much longer did you stay with him after that?
Probably like a year or two.
Interesting.
Too long. I had self-worth issues, Julia.
I get it.
I would never tolerate that again.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. But he doesn't deserve to compete.
No.
That reaction, if you have that reaction when you compete at anything at all whatsoever, you do not deserve to be there.
Yeah.
You do not deserve
to be there.
If
you don't have sportsmanship, if you're upset, get in the car,
upset, but
talk to me about it. But to throw a fit in front of other competitors and their families too. And anyway, they all gave me these like poor girl looks.
They give you the puppy dog look.
I had to like grab his thing out of the trash, like walk to the car and be like, it's okay, sweetie. Like you did your best. Like, oh my God, it was just so awful. That one was so traumatizing.
You're like, thank you. I'm going to go take care of my toddler.
But yeah, like what an ick. What an ick. I think that was my turning point where I was like, I will never date a bodybuilder again.
Something is wrong here. I don't really remember like too many because I feel like I blocked out that portion of my life a lot.
Oh, same.
But like when I started getting into fitness, I dated a lot of fitness guys in a very short amount of time. I'm gonna be for real. And they were all kind of similar in the way of
being narcissistic and we know the type.
Yeah, I don't have any like specific stories, although I don't even know if I want to share this.
Don't feel like you have to, but I just tell our podcast that I pooped my pants.
Yeah, it's not really embarrassing, but it's more so like, okay, so I was going to this gym and I was dating like 3 guys there at one time, which is probably not a good idea because they all ended up figuring it out.
See, that would be my like biggest fear.
This is bad. Yeah, I was constantly in fear. Like I would go to that gym, I was just constantly
Oh no, he's asking him if he's still using that machine.
Looking like I was like on cocaine because I was
not
like,
go to that
going
gym.
to find out. And it was close to my work. And so I would go to there right after and like it was just terrifying. But there's one time that I was at one of their cars outside. We were just like chatting and stuff. Mm-hmm. And one of the other ones comes out and he's like yelling and screaming at this other guy and at me. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, we were never official. Like we were just dating. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't.
Casual dating's a thing.
I wasn't boyfriend and girlfriend with any of these people. I was not in a position to do that. So it was like super embarrassing. Kind of funny though.
Kind of a power move on you because so many guys do that. Like, it's so nice that you did it.
I was like, what's up? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, he's just my friend.
And then he gets mad.
And then he's like, who's he? And he's like, no, who's he? And I was like,
Did the third one ever find out?
Third one luckily wasn't there.
Okay.
Actually, he did later.
Got it.
He did later.
That's so bad.
This is bad. This is making me sound like such a bad person.
Julia's in a different place now, okay? She's in a very healthy relationship.
Yeah, I'm
very loyal.
Very loyal, very committed. But like we all go through that phase.
Yeah.
Where you date 3 gym bros at one time.
Mine wasn't dating them at the same time, but like there's very little gyms here in Austin.
I'm hot now.
And I've definitely gone into one of those gyms and seen different people from different parts of my life.
Yes.
Like, I dated him and then talked to him for a little bit and then flirted with him a little bit, had no intentions of doing anything there.
Yeah.
And they're all like,
that actually happened
like sometimes
to me.
Working out together. And I'm like, great.
Like, cool,
Love that. Love to see that.
There was this like big flex move that I had moment when I was still going to Factory Gym, which is in Buda.
That's the gym I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I was going to that gym for a little bit. And I saw one of the gym bros that I dated during that time. It wasn't any of these 3 I was talking about. It was a 4.
That's awful.
My mom's going to be like, what's wrong with you? It was a 4th one. He was the worst. He was the worst. Yeah, because his ego.
God, I hope none of them are watching.
His ego was just crazy, man. And like, he just didn't, it was very much like, very like I have ownership of you type of deal, and I don't F with that like whatsoever.
Yeah.
And so I saw him years later at Factory Gym, and biggest flex ever because I'm shredded. I've gained so much muscle.
You look awful.
I have a freaking glow up. Like I'm feeling on top of the world.
As you should.
I'm like doing my posing routine. I have a photo shoot. He's there. I look incredible. I feel incredible. I have like this new self-worth, whatever, been through, and he looks exactly the same.
I love moments
and I was like
that.
And you treated me like shit. Like he even told me at one point that he purposely would test me, like test my patience, my loyalty.
God, I hate people like that.
He physically said it to me, like, and I was like, nah, fam, I'm not going to do that. He's like, I'm just testing to see, like, how long you'll stay. And
not
like,
any longer,
and I'm
bitch.
Like, all right, bye. I was like, you ain't going to test me, bitch.
I swear, I want a whole one on, like, dating stories from you. And for me, I'll share mine.
Yeah,
I've had some trauma.
Yeah, he's Yeah.
That guy sounds psychotic.
Yeah, so it was a real moment for me that I was just like, yeah, you look exactly the same.
That always feels damn good.
You're doing the same things, same thing. Nothing
That's like running
changed.
into people from like high school, which doesn't happen to me because I went to high school in New York. But like,
we're like bullies.
I'll see them on Instagram and I'm like, oh, how was being 16 and pregnant when you bullied me, bitch?
When you bullied me.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely have those moments.
Yes,
anyway,
it feels good.
I feel like that's all we got.
Yeah,
right?
that's it. Some gym bros
I'm
stuff.
so glad you shared that because I felt like you were going to leave me with my own.
No, because mine aren't really like horror. Like I can't remember anything that I did specifically that was like truly embarrassing. Like in
that
the
would
gym.
be my biggest fear though.
But mine is like dating stuff. Love triangles.
I definitely, I avoid certain gyms in Texas.
Yeah, I don't go to that gym anymore because I'm afraid I'll see them.
That was the gym I was talking about where I walked in and I was like, and none of them were like current, but it was like, I saw too many people I knew from my past on phases where I didn't like myself. And I was like, I don't want to see these people. Yeah. I don't need that reminder.
I saw him a couple times after that and was like, yeah, I really don't.
Isn't it so funny how you like don't care at all? And like at a certain point, you might have gotten upset over like that person,
exactly.
And now you're like, psh.
And now I'm kind of like, I kind of hope he sees me there, just so you can. I
hope he's jealous.
Just so you see how fine I am.
Anyway, thank you for sharing your horror stories. We're gonna be doing this again.
Yes.
We love you all so much, and you are
more powerful
than you think.
Bye.